Welcome back to TXT Track Time. The Rome Diamond League came and went, and I am mind blown. Shericka Jackson just dropped 21.91 seconds in the 200 meters, taking major scalps. Elaine Thompson Hero, Dina Asher Smith, Shawnee Miller Weber, Talu, Kambunji, Alison Felix. What a racetrack is. I hope by now all of you have seen the race because TXT Track Time is going to break it down for you. So the race started. Shericka looked strong, Elaine looked strong, and Dina Asher Smith looked strong. Coming off the curve, Shericka Jackson catapulted into the lead. Now, this is where we would also usually see the likes of Elaine Thompson here responding. You know, that awesome top end speed that Elaine Thompson here has, but she had nothing to respond to Shericka Jackson, the new MVP sprint queen. When Shericka Jackson just went further and further and further away from the chasing pack. Around the back somewhere, Elaine Thompson here and Dean Asher Smith were battling it out for second and third. But kudos to Shericka Jackson for delivering an awesome race, looking awesome. Where does that leave things for Jamaica TXT Track Time family? Well, at this point, I'm celebrating because in case we were uncertain that we were going to pick up some major medals in the 200 meters at the World Championships, we can worry no more. At this point, it looks like Jamaica is going to get a clean sweep of the medal podium again. And TXT Track Time, while we have our favorites, we don't care. Once the medals are coming in, whether it's Elaine, Shelly, Shericka, whoever, we're so excited to see the medals coming in, and we're so excited to see Shericka doing so well. I want to take us back to last year when Shericka Jackson won. She won Shawnee Miller Weber in that race, and she was the one who actually dethroned Shawnee Miller Weber's 2-year 200-meter winning streak. And I sat up and I took notice of Shericka Jackson. I'm like, this Shericka Jackson is going to do awesome. Shericka Jackson is going to produce something special in the Olympics. We saw her in the national trials, you know, finishing ahead of Elaine Thompson Hero. And then came the Olympics and that miscalculation that she made in the first round that saw her out of the championships. And she did not get to deliver what I was expecting to be an awesome foot race between herself and Elaine Thompson Hero. Now, no one expected Elaine to be in that type of shape that she was in. And Elaine was in a shape that I would say was imperious. No one was beating Elaine last year. But in Elaine's own words, every season is different. And in her pre-race press conference, there are a number of things that Elaine had to say. One of the things that she said was, you know, she got the rotator cuff motor something injury, shoulder injury when she raced at Mount Sac, and it has been bothering her on and off, and she has been on and off with her practice, but she's using each race to see where she is, and couple that with her Achilles injury. She's not using it as an excuse. These are her words in her pre-race press conference. However, you know, she's not at 100%, and each race will show her where she is and the adjustments that need to be made. And so now Elaine knows where she is, and she needs to see the adjustments that need to be made. Now, anyway, back to Shericka, who is the talk of the town. When she raced against, scroll back on this same channel, when she raced against Gabby Thomas and Gabby won her, I said on this same channel that Gabby is not going to win Shericka again. Gabby's not going to win. And we're talking about the Olympic bronze medalist here, you know. And I said Gabby is not going to win Shericka again. Shericka looked toned and ready to demolish. She would need to go back and make the necessary adjustments to ensure that once she comes off that curve, she puts herself into a fighting position to ensure that all the quick finishers, Elaine, Gabby, and the rest, Christine Bowman, if she gets back into shape in time for the World Championships, which is unlikely, Shericka would know that she needs to put herself in the position to power home. And remember, we're talking about she has the 100-meter speed, she has the 400-meter strength, and we all agree track is that makes Shericka Jackson unstoppable. And maybe, just maybe, this is a taste of what will come in the World Championships. Well, anyway, the national trials are 2 weeks away, and we know that Elaine will be running. We know that Shelly will be running in the 200 meters and Shericka as well. So we're excited to see what times they will drop. We're expecting to see again Shericka come out and do something ridiculous. Last year at the trials, she was ridiculous. So we already see the type of shape Shelly and Fraser Price is in. So we're expecting to see something special at our national trials leading into the World Championships. Now, back to Elaine Thompson here, the Olympic champion. Or is Taxi Track Time concerned about where Elaine Thompson here is now? Not necessarily. For one, Elaine has had this Achilles injury for years on top of years, and she has finally figured out a way to manage it and still be competitive. Additionally, when we look back at the years when we thought Elaine would dominate at the World Championships, which was 2017 and 2019. She was, in the early season, she was doing ridiculous fast times, winning every race. She looked imperious. And yet, for one reason or the next, when the World Championships rolled around, she was unable to deliver. And enter last season, even Shericka looked better than Elaine going into the World Championships. Elaine was a shadow of her former self. The Olympics. Elaine was a shadow of her former self. However, race by race, round by round, Elaine built herself into form. And when the moment came, the most important moment, championship moment, Elaine delivered. So yes, we're somewhat concerned, especially with this new injury. Adding this new injury to the mix and her saying that she's missing practice here and there. However, we still expect to see the Olympic champion. 21.53, I believe, is her best time. We do expect to see her produce something special, and we're not too concerned at this moment for Elaine Thompson here. She tends to round into form later than the rest. So we're still excited, but nonetheless, Shericka Jackson, it seems that Frano and team around at MVP have found themselves a new horse to bet on. So get out your gaming, whatever you need to do, and place your bets, because Frano likes to win, and Frano knows how to win. Now, we're not saying Shelly or Elaine is not going to win. I mean, come on, Elaine is imperious. But we're saying sit up and play and pay special attention to Shericka Jackson. Let us give her flowers for that awesome run, making Elaine and Dina Asher-Smith, the likes of Shawnee Miller-Weber, Alyssa Felix, Kambunji Talu, all look pedestrian. Shericka Jackson looks so unstoppable, and we can't wait to see what she will produce at the national trials and also at the World Championships. TXT Track Time family, tell us what you think in the comment section below. Is Shericka Jackson the new sprint queen in town? Is she unstoppable? Is she going to dethrone Dina Asher-Smith, who is the defending world champion? Is Elaine Thompson here going to win her first World Championships gold medal? Where does Shelly and Fraser Price figure into the bigger scheme of things? Let us know in the comment section below. I'm Tam. I'll catch you in another one.